Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to Refugee to Industrial Regent. As you can see, I've got my episode checklist for this episode. So now I'm going to go ahead and pick up the checklist, head into my storeroom, and make my preparations. First off, I'm going to pick up my kit. It's going to be a wooden sword and a spare. I'm going to take a pickaxe and spare. Take my shovel and my axe. I have no spares for either of those. I may have to craft more of those, but I'll probably do that off camera. And then I'll take my torches, and I'm going to use baked potatoes for my main food source this episode. I've been switching back and forth on my food sources depending on what I have the most of. So we're going to start this episode with the furnishing of the farmhouses and ranch house. And to start with, I'm going to go ahead and grab 3 wooden planks. And I'm going to go ahead and put them in the part builder. I'm going to craft myself 2 wooden pans. I'm going to craft myself that wooden tool rod and a second. And then I need another plank and stick. Plank up there, the stick down there. Now I can go ahead and put those 2 bits up. Go into the tool station. Craft myself the frying pans. There we go. And now I think I will use acacia wood for this one. It's going to be pretty straightforward what I do with the frying pans. Now I've also grabbed the wool out of this episode supply chest. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it to make these couches from Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod. Now these will be pretty small, but my wool harvesting has been a fairly slow process and will likely continue to be pretty slow at least for another stage or so. But now that I have everything needed to... Actually, not quite. I think I should probably craft some signs and bring them with me. How could I forget to make the signs? Because unfortunately, the signs are likely what's going to differentiate between the farmhouse and the ranch house unless I opt to make some item frames, which I could. I mean, sticks surrounding leather. Yeah, let's do that. So I want to use the acacia wood. It's probably my most disposable wood. Go ahead and turn them into sticks. And go ahead and turn them into item frames. Now I have the leather, and I think I'm going to go ahead. I'll take the seeds with me. I need to put them in the granary anyway. But I'll probably want to use wheat, which I keep in the granary in my outpost. And I do have names for both my capital and my current outpost. I'll turn around as we leave the gate. By the way, I built this wall off camera, extending that wall a bit. And as you can see, I've opted to name this capital Byzantium. I've also gone ahead and built a little bit of a road. It's 1 wide, certainly not the size I would like, but I really don't have the gravel to make it much wider. And I'm actually not that far from ending the stage. Well, except for this bit here, which is 3 wide. And I've opted to name this outpost Odessos. Now I'm going to go in here, grab myself 2 wheat. Now, what I'm going to do is effectively turn this into a great room. So I'm going to go ahead and put the couch there. I'm going to put the acacia wood there and the frying pan on top. And then I just need an item frame, which I think I will put in the bedroom. Maybe? Or do I want it visible from the outside? You know what? Nah, bedroom's good. And go ahead and put the leather in there. That marks this as the ranch house. And with that, I can check off Furnished Ranch House on my episode checklist, and I can also check off Ranch House on my stage completion list. And now I'm going to head down here to my farmhouses. I'm going to go ahead and lay down a sofa there, the acacia wood plank, the frying pan, and the item frame there, which marks this as a farmhouse. And then I'll follow suit over here. And there we go. And with that, the farmhouses are furnished. And I can also check out the farmhouse on the stage completion checklist. We're starting to make some progress towards completing stage 2 and moving on to stage 3. So now I'm going to make my way back to Byzantium. It's not the shortest walk. I'm not sure the exact distance, but I'd say it's about 100 blocks or so. Far enough to be a bit of a walk, close enough that I risk incorporating Odessos into Byzantium in a future stage. But I'll worry about that eventuality if and when it happens. Go ahead and eat a baked potato. Now the next item on my episode checklist is to craft some bookcases. And fortunately, I have all of the materials I need in here. I will leave the wool aside, because I'll be doing something else with it. Now, I have planted some cotton in Odessos. If I could get into my crafting table, I can make string out of it. I can also use the reeds that I've been harvesting from my reed farm to make paper. I'm going to go and use 15 logs and turn them into sticks. Now I'm going to go ahead and take those 30 and turn them into planks. And now what I'm going to do is craft these blank patterns from Tinker's Construct. You might have seen me craft them before, but there's a reason I'm crafting them in these numbers. And let me show you the recipe I'm planning to make. That's right, it's a book. There's actually 2 recipes. There's the vanilla Minecraft recipe, which uses leather, which, like wool, is in fairly short supply. My harvesting of cows is not the fastest. And then there's the second recipe that uses Tinker's Construct, which requires paper, string, and blank patterns. So what I'm going to do is put the paper, the string, and the blank patterns in the table, and I get my books. And now I'm going to go ahead and craft myself some planks with the last of the wood, and now I can make some bookshelves. Oh drat, I'll have to drop those seeds off camera. I forgot I had those. But at any rate, I can now check off craft bookcases. 2 more things that I need to do to build the library. I'll have to remind myself of the recipe for a desk. Alright. Now I want to check to see what I have for feathers. I have 5. I think I'll craft 4. Let's see. There we go. So now I can go ahead and craft myself 4 of these desks. There we go. Now it is seat. And then the seat itself is, see, I want 4 of these. So I'm going to go ahead and grab 4 wool. Alright. Now I'm going to go ahead and might as well go ahead and craft all of my pressure plates for now. And that's all the sticks I need. Use the slabs out of there. And I get my seats. And as for a seat back, I think that would be good. So I want another log's worth of sticks. I want 4 slabs, and I want 4 more of this wool. And that's going to give me this model of seat back. And now I should have everything I need to complete the library in the morning, because it's night and I should probably sleep. There we go. And now it is morning. So I make my way along my path system through this tunnel, which I'm probably going to flesh out next episode. Maybe I'll get around to it this episode if I have time, but don't bank on it. Alright, so I'm going to put desk in that corner and that corner there. Put the seats like so. Okay. No, I didn't want that. Bah. Okay. Okay. Those seats did not quite go as I had wanted. Alright. There we go. Now that's oriented the way I want it to go. So this is effectively my reading. Okay, that didn't go as I wanted it to go. There we go. Okay, that's more like it. And now, 2 more desks. And I'm also going to go ahead and make an adjustment to that lighting there. Rather than having the torch be on the floor. And actually, I think for this room, I think what I want is 1 light, 1 torch above every desk. That should be enough to light up the room on the one hand. Ugh. There's got to be a better way to arrange these seats. There we go. Ah! Again! There we go. Now I've got my desks laid down. Now all I need to do is get my bookshelves in order in here. Now I only have 10, so I'm not going to get a huge library, but it's a start. I'll go ahead and put a torch over each of the 4 windows. I can get rid of that torch. Yeah, it looks like the lighting is good. And on that basis, I can count the library as done on both sides. Almost. I just realized I should probably grab 2 more doors, and I also need to move that sign that was in front. And actually, while I'm at it, there is one more thing that I should probably do while I've got the chance. Let me check the recipe for it. Okay, it's 3 slabs and 6 planks. So let's go ahead and turn that into planks. Slabs down the middle, planks on the sides. I get a new bookcase. I'm also going to go ahead and break this bookcase, knowing that it's going to spill out the 2 books that were in there. And I'm also going to go ahead and grab all of my Chocopedias. Actually, let me check this before I go too far. Crap. Well, The problem is I've got 5 Chocopedias and I expect to get more over time. And if I can't put them in a bookshelf, and it doesn't look like I can, I still need a place to put them. So it looks like there's going to be a chest in my library. And while I'm at it, I'm actually going to go ahead and pick up some jungle wood logs while I'm here. Yes, that will do. I mean, I normally prefer to use spruce for support columns, but jungle is what I have the most of at the moment. And I don't use nearly as much jungle wood as I actually have, so... Wait a minute, I forgot to craft the doors. Oh well. I can at least go ahead and put this stuff up, and I'll put the doors installed on camera. Or off camera, sorry. Alright. There we go. Byzantine Bibliothèque. And now for my last measure, which is, I'm going to go ahead and put the chest here and stick the Chocopedias inside of it. The Chocopedias are books. They belong in the library. But they don't really fit in a bookshelf, so yeah. Got to put them in here, but there's no other place to put them. Alright. One more project that I have to get to this episode, and then one more project that I might start on camera and then finish off camera. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my spruce wood. I'm also going to go ahead and grab, let me think, it's going to be 3 by 3, so go with that. There we go. And where am I on slabs? Alright, looks like jungle wood slabs for the roof for right now. I'll likely change it up next stage, but for now, wait, ladders. Ladders. What do I have for ladders? I have 12. I'll take half. And then I might as well also go ahead and craft the doors while I'm here. Alright, make my way out to the next part of this common ground. And now the idea here is pretty straightforward. Build up 4 high. Build up 4 high. Build up 4 high. And this is going to be a well, in case you couldn't tell from the sign. Alright, go ahead and get rid of that misplaced log. Go ahead and lay down my jungle wood slabs. Make my way down. I do take a little bit of damage, but that's okay. Now, I have to dig this up, and I'm going to go down about 5 blocks for this stage. Just because that's how many ladders I have. I can go 5 down and then 1 up for a bit of a rim, which I will be making out of the oak wood. Four. Uh-oh. Oh, I know where I'm at. Okay. Wow, did not expect to end up here of all places. Well, I may have picked the ideal place to build my well then, didn't I? Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that there. 3, 4 there. and then 5 and 6 there. It looks like I'm going to want to go ahead and just visually clean this up a little bit. I don't want to go down into the water itself. Now, unfortunately, I have a little bit of a staircase that I had dug out here in an effort to dig into this cave. I had hoped to find gravel here. There wasn't any, if memory serves me right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig this out to here so that I can fill in this section here. And probably when I get some water, I'm going to get rid of this part here and let the water flow all the way through. But while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and put a fence there, probably a second fence as well. And that's basically a pseudo bucket. Not really a bucket, but it looks close enough to one for my purposes. So it looks like I needed one more ladder, which is fine. So go ahead and grab it. We are getting pretty close to nightfall, but we're also getting pretty close to having the well finished. Alright, and before I close this side off, I'm going to put that ladder there. I'm also going to check the lighting. It looks like I am a little bit short on the lighting front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one torch in the center of each side of the well. Now I might be able to get... Well, let me think. I'll probably replace that torch. Yeah, that works. That lights that area up reasonably well. And it now being nightfall, I need to go to bed, but I will double check the checklist before I do so. I can mark the well off on the stage completion and the build well on the episode checklist. And then I'm going to add my additional project for this episode, which is to support the road tunnel. So let's now go to bed and wake up. Before I can support the road tunnel, I'm going to go ahead and switch out my inventory again. That's going to mean putting up the spruce wood. I'm going to go ahead and put up all of that. Then I also am going to go ahead and grab 3 acacia wood planks. Now I discovered a little bit of a trick involving wooden tools. See, if I craft the sticks like so, 1 log is exactly equal to 2 shovels, and 2 logs are exactly equal to 2 pickaxes. That's going to give me enough tools to hopefully finish the job. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and create my support for the tunnel entrance. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. 3 and 4. And this is going to allow the road to be wide enough for future expansion. And by future expansion, I mean expansion in the very next stage. Once I move away from gravel and towards stone-based materials. Alright, now I'm going to count out... Now I'm also going to go ahead and put torches on both sides at the top. And now I'm going to count out 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is here. So dig this up, like so, and like so, and place the vertical. Might as well place the torch while I'm here. 3, like so, And then this is where the support column is going to go. 2, 3, and 4. And then 1 on each side for the beam. And then dig out the rest of where the beam's going to go. Now, next 8 blocks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, I'm going to dig this one short for a rather simple reason. You see, I need to also support this opening here, which will be an exit from the tunnel. So what I'm actually going to do, I think, is dig out all of this here, place down my support column here, and then start laying horizontals on both sides. All right, put torches there and there. Dig that up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the column actually goes one further back. And then like so. Finish off that support column. But now I'm actually going to go ahead and follow suit here. So that's the 4. And then this is 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now with this completes this opening, or for this opening. And I'm actually going to go ahead and get rid of this bit here. Up to about here. Torch there. Clear this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Fair enough? 1, 2, and in case you're wondering, this open area here is where there used to be a supply of gravel. Most of the gravel that was there is now part of some road somewhere within the kingdom. I'll call it a kingdom for now because of the relatively limited territory. And there we go. So that's that finished off. And because this is actually open, I'm going to go ahead and build this last piece of support structure here. And go ahead and dig this part out so that this entire support is visible. And at this point, roughly half of the tunnel has supports, but I am getting very close to a wrapping up point. I'm also at a point where I need to head back to my storeroom to grab some more jungle wood to complete the supports, and I'm thinking I will go ahead and finish off the supports for this tunnel off camera. So with that, I will see you next time, everybody.